Turning to the general situation with regards to the club, the culture, the philosophy, if you like. One football pundit recently described QPR as a spinning top of a club with no visible strategy.
Yeah. I think, number one, we got relegated. Number two, we got promoted. There are not many clubs that have been relegated that have come straight back up. If we are such a club in disarray, there are some other clubs who are languishing in the Championship. So, some good things. I think we have a better recruitment strategy. It's by no means perfect, but it's better. And I've spent a length of time talking to you about the academy, which is the culture. That is going to be the culture. If that's the last thing I do, it is going to be that players come through our academy. It's really important. So that strategy is in place, the people are in place. The culture on the football pitches, we're not going to be a buying club. We're going to be a developing club. We're going to develop players through the system. We obviously have to buy once in a while. And I think the philosophy of the club is what you see out there on the pitch. We're going to develop a style of play. That's not going to happen overnight. I mean, there's some great clubs that had a style of play, and that's the thing that Harry and Les and all the coaches have been talking about. And but the most important philosophy from the football side is developing young players to come through the ranks.
In order to do that, to develop the young players to come through the ranks, do you see that perhaps the buying culture has to change?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And I think that's something, we have to learn by. It's been tough because we've always been on the back foot. We came in, from the moment I came in, Neil Warnock wanted to buy players. Then Neil left us, and Mark Hughes did a wholesale change. And then, to be fair, and Harry, a lot of those players had to go. And then we had to, you can't replace all those players with young players because we had no one in the academy. Now, you can all say from the beginning with Mark Hughes, we should have bought better. But, the manager at the time picked the players and we backed him. So, and to be fair, and Harry, we had to remove a lot of those players, and the only way to bring them in was buying new players. Now, again, we've not bought whatever the press have said. There are a lot of young players, and we've been, as you mentioned, we've been buying the Ryan Mannings, Cole Donaldsons. So we have been looking at not necessarily just buying players. I mean, obviously people will focus on Rio Ferdinand, and but a squad needs experience, and Richard Dunn has been probably my signing of my chairmanship. Probably, maybe Charlie, but there's a I would still probably say Richard Dunn has been a star. I think there are things we can do better, and we can always do better. I'm not here to defend that everything we've done is right, and we're learning all the time. But I can assure our fans that there is a strategy. It's a damn hard league. Look, 19 points, a lot more points than we had this time when we were last in the Premier League. And we've won many more games. We've had a terrible away record. But if you look at whoever's 13th or 14th, there's maybe 5 points between us. It's, 1 minute you're in the relegation zone, 2 games later you're 12th. So it is that tight.
In terms of assuring the fans, there's obviously again also been speculation regarding the club's financial situation. Is there anything for the QPR fans to be concerned about? Well,
I mean, you've been asking me this question for 3 years. We're still here. We're still investing. And investing in the academy and stadiums as well. We had no academy. We had a weak squad that we had to strengthen. Okay, we didn't strengthen maybe in the best possible way, but that was at that time the manager made those calls, which we've backed. You can blame us to have signed the cheque, and we take responsibility for that as well, which I've said many, many times.
And 16 games to go in the Premier League. It looks like it's going to be very tight. So many clubs, as you say, still involved in the battle. What's your final message for the QPR fans who, as you say, you've ended speculation regarding the manager's future with your statement this week, and now everyone is focused on those 16 games?
The message I've got, I mean, this has been the most difficult period of my life. There's no two ways about it. And it isn't getting easier. And if we put everything in relativeness, you know, we're in a fantastic position. QPR's in the Premier League. So we've got a good squad. Let's be positive, appreciate what we have, get behind the team. We've got good players, good guys, and leave the rest to them and enjoy the rest of the season. It's tough being a QPR fan, you know. But hey, we're here, we're playing, and believe me, you know, life is tough. It's tough. So let's enjoy the most of it. And it's amazing what you can do with positive energy.